welcome back to the Super Heavyweight YouTube channel, where in today's episode we will continue with the Arsenal Master League being played in the difficulty mode of Superstar. The reason we put this Master League together was just to show you the process that I go through when putting together my Master League and identifying players. So just a quick recap: if you haven't subscribed, please do so. The recap was that we lost 2-0 to Chelsea. I mean, they outplayed us, which has meant that Champions League qualification is out of the question because we're now 12 points behind Chelsea. There's 11 games to go, so I don't think that's going to be a possibility. However, we're looking at a 6th position where we're 7 points behind Aston Villa, and we do have to play them. However, we've got the last 32 of the UEFA Europa League against Marseille. They're 1-0 up. Of course, we've got to be very careful we don't give away an away goal. So, of course, that's one thing that we have to be aware of. I'm going to play Payet. I'm going to play Harrit in the right wing forward position. So I'm going to put him out there. I'm going to bring on Guendouzi for Idrissa Gana Gueye. And I'm going to... Sane, I'm going to bring on Sane for Kier, just so that I've got a bit more. Tagliafico possibly comes off for Fabra. I'll bring Anana back in goal just so that he can get a goal, but we've got a few injuries there. Klosterman, Dest, Dembele's still out for another 2 weeks. Ryan Sessegnon hasn't really had much of a goal, so just try and think who could we possibly take off. I'm going to take Tagliafico off. Bustos is back in there, and Jovic, Ceballos. Now I'm going to put Guendouzi in there just to give him a little run out. Some of the players aren't playing so well, and of course we've got Haaland, so that's how we're going to approach this match. It's a big game because, well, we didn't get a goal, even though Harrit had a really good chance whereby he could have possibly scored, which he didn't, and that has meant that should Marseille score, then what will happen is the away goal will mean that we've got to score, I think, 3 goals, which I don't think we've done this entire season. So the Arsenal Stadium, what a wonderful sight, the Emirates. Mandanda there, of course, Dimitri Payet against his former club. The boys look ready though, and I reckon we can pull off a result. At home, big Sane in there, Haaland, De Ligt, and of course Harrit. So this is a big night because we really want to do well. We've got to be aware of Benedetto. They played the same formation as us, so of course it just went man for man. It was a really good game, but what I noticed was they really kept their players out wide and kept hitting them. But I'm expecting big things from our team. Just trying to see if I can see Strootman there. Daniel James is there, so of course the pace is there. But the boys already, look at the size of Bustos, he's absolutely tiny. So Fabra and Bustos, Sane, Onana's coming, Barrios. We need to get the ball there to Haaland, so that's what we need to do. Let's have a look at the Marseille team. So Strootman's on the bench for this one, so Gueye and Kamara. Sanson's gone into a more advanced position as Thauvin, and Daniel James on the wings. So this is a big game for both teams because both teams are absolutely huge clubs in their respective countries and also internationally as well. So we had that one chance against Chelsea where we put it over the bar, but I think we just got to be a bit more patient. I mean, Chelsea really just put it on us from the get-go. Good patient build-up. Payet. Maybe just a tad overhit there by Haaland, but the idea was the right one, and it just meant that Haaland wasn't able to get the ball in there for Dimitri Payet. But you did notice that the one thing I said that they do really well is they keep their players out wide. Oh, Jordan Marvey, the one who used to play for Aston Villa, he's come back in. Very good left back as well. They did come to the Premier League at a very young age. Aston Villa weren't doing so well. I think Tovin also came to Aston Villa from, or was it Newcastle, or was that Kabaya? Again, we don't need to go around chasing the game. It's still early on. But Guendouzi, is that ball there to Barrios? Harry. And of course that gives us a lot of creativity. All over the top there for Bustes, but Guendouzi is muscled out there. Dillet picks up the pieces. Fabra to Kluivert, that's a good ball there. Sakai does well to get the ball off Kluivert, but again, I think we've really started off this game positively, but we've got to make this count. It's no good having all this possession if we are still behind. But Fabra there to Haaland. Ooh, good defending there, because I thought Haaland had actually nicked in front. And we may need to put another striker up there depending on where we are. A goal would take us to extra time, but I'm hoping that we can win this outright and not put ourselves in that position. Of course, confidence might be slightly low because we've lost 2 games, one against Marseille in the previous match, and the second one, Chelsea. In Chelsea we were absolutely smashed on, so the shot, and it just takes one mistake from the goalkeeper, defender, anything could happen. But Harris there to Payet, plays that there to Sane. I mean, there is a bit of by Monaco. He's just taken him out there, but Kluivert looking dangerous. Maybe some of the substitutes will have a big part to play in this. Marseille showing that they're a really good team, keeping possession well. Some of those balls that they've hit diagonally, they haven't executed them too well. I suppose we are aware that this could happen, and so therefore Harriet there. Dimitri Payet plays that to Barrios, to Kluivert. Fabra, can he get a good cross? And he can, and Haaland with the header, and he's put it over the bar. That was a chance well worked. I mean, Kluivert to Fabra, who just drops the shoulder and leaves his marker for the great cross in there. And I only see, once I saw Haaland, I thought that's a goal, but he's put it over the bar. But that's a warning sign for Marseille that we look far more potent with Haaland in the side than with him not being in the side. So it's 40 minutes scored. I mean, it's been a good game from our point of view, but we are still a goal down. And Kluivert, oh, he's just been muscled out by Saka. That's one area we need to try and help him improve, is his strength. But he's been muscled out. Oh, the referee, that's never a foul. Didn't even go for the tackle. But these are nerve-wracking times, because the last thing I want to do is be out of Europe. Fabra's just smiling at the ref, thinking, really? Haaland. Of course, we don't want to concede here as well. Dillet, can he win the header? Benedetto gets that to James. Marseille have actually done really well. Marvey, Bustos, like a little pitbull onto them. Plays that out wide. We've just got to see this out for now. Fabra and Barrios, the two Colombians, just get out and get through to half time, 0-0. So at this moment in time, should things stay the way they are, Olympique Marseille will be going through to the last 16 of the competition. But of course we will try and change that. I mean, I know Marseille have had more possession, but they haven't really done much with it. But for them, that's good enough. So we'll just carry on with the same team. I don't think there's any reason to change it. But what we will have to at some point consider is that a more attacking option, maybe a second striker. But for now, I think we were doing really well. And I do think that Kluivert, who's been muscled out. Oh, to Haaland, and the shot, and the keeper gets there. I thought it was offside actually, but the flag hasn't gone up. A little dink over the top. And Haaland with the shot, and Mandanda again. Ball in there by Fabra. Can we keep it in? Not quite, but oh, two really good chances. We haven't managed to take them, unfortunately. So that has resulted in us still being with the same scoreline. But oh, it's going to be nerve-wracking times. But Marseille, I'm sure, can they keep up this defence? That's a good ball out there to Fabra. Not quite. Probably going to have to look at some changes. I mean, Kluivert's done really well. I don't want to take him off. Harriet's done really well as well. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off Pai for this one. And I'm going to look to bring on Bernadeschi Teixeira. I'm going to look to take off. I don't really want to take off a centre back, but I may have to. Guendouzi's done well as well. Just trying to think how we could possibly approach this. So Guendouzi I'm going to take off for Jovic, and I'm going to put Jovic up there with Haaland. So we've got both of them up there as strikers. And I'm hoping that Barrios and Harriet can probably control it. Can we move Bernadeschi to the right wing forward? It doesn't work for him, so just maybe slightly move him down. It's like a 4-2-4, but I think it is early. I'm just trying to think, should I bring Gay on? We'll leave it as it is. So we've gone with that particular lineup for now. So we've taken off two subs, Guendouzi and Pai. We've got one more left. I didn't want to use all three at this moment in time. Have I gone too early with this? I'm not sure. But one thing we know is Marseille can keep good possession. But I'm hoping that once we get the ball, maybe put more balls into the box. Sakai done really well. This is it, where we get it in these positions, hit the ball, at least make Marseille have to think, possibly bring more players. Look, they've got no one forward, so that's a direct result of us given the ball away. Jovic wasn't able to hold it up, but they don't have a striker to hit, so they're gonna come back. So we just need to keep pressing them and hope that we can win the ball back here. Daniel James is obviously going to be very dangerous. And we've got the ball, so 20 minutes to go. Can we Do we put Sane up front? I mean, he's an absolute tank, so it's the ball there to trying to hope that we could get Haaland in, and we've lost the ball again. We're just gonna have to go for it now. It's gonna be tough because Marseille are very good at keeping the ball. I think I have to make the last substitute, and I think I'm gonna go with 3 centre backs. So I'm gonna put Sane up here, and I'm gonna put De Ligt in the middle here. Right, okay, so how do we, what players do we have? I think it's gonna have to be Teixeira to come on here, and I think that's the way we're gonna have to go about it. Move everybody in line. So that's it really. It's a 3-2-5. We've got to go for it. Sane's off. Teixeira's on, and this is the last throw of the dice. 20 minutes to go. Bernardeschi. I was going to be really upset there because got to get the ball into the box. It's just going to be attack versus defense now. De Ligt. Can he bring the ball over the top? And he's played the ball there. Ooh, I'm sure the keeper probably didn't want that there. They brought the ball out. It's literally just going to be one-on-one there. If we're going to get hit on the counter-attack, we'll take that, but we just need to get the ball back. Benedetto. Marseille keeping the ball really well. Barrios has been turned. Won the ball back. It's a great ball there to Haaland. To Kluivert. Get that ball over the top. Oh. Bustes has been fouled. Ooh, probably got away with one. I think we're very fortunate. And I mean, had he got the ball away, I think that could have been really dangerous because I think we had a man over, and their player was on the floor. But we've got the free kick, and I think we have to go for the shot. Oh, what a save! Bernardeschi with a fantastic effort, and Mandanda's been absolutely exemplary. I mean, I think that was going over the bar. We've got to get this on Haaland's head though. De Ligt. Oh, got that across the box. Kluivert keeps it in. But he's lost the ball there to Sanson. And now he's got the length of the field to run through. Can we win the ball back? We have, and they've got some players out. Again, that to Haaland. It's been cleared. Oh, this is it. Oh no, we've got to win. This is our last chance now. I think it's over. Oh, I'm really upset because we're chasing the game. We needed a goal, and that one Harriet chance comes to mind. Look, we've lost. We'll accept it. We're out of Europe. Not what we wanted. Couple of chances haven't gone our way. It'll be interesting to see whether the goalkeeper gets man of the match. And it's quite evident that he has done really well. But I mean, some of those chances, Jovic come on, didn't really do much. And that has really upset the apple cart because we should never really be out of Europe. But look, it just allows us to focus on the league for this particular season. Make sure we get him for Europe, but not very happy. So Everton, Sheffield United and Liverpool, some really big games to get in. So we've got to turn our attention to that right away now. Let's have a look at when the players will be back. So Dembele another week, desk customers should be back in a few. So we'll end the episode here. Just want to thank everyone for their support. Really appreciate it. Again, unfortunate that we've lost 3 games in a row. Not acceptable, but we'll move on. So thank you for your support. Keep spreading the word, and remember, we're changing the game and taking over.